Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we went ahead and, I mean, defeat would be a kind of a strong word. Berserker and Gato, Berserker in this case, Arcuit, just kind of left. Understandable. And, yeah, we have Rani as our, is on our, not our, on our back, got our, Rani has got our back is what I mean to say. And yeah, we're about to go into the. Let me see how many more weeks. The fifth week. Yeah, five, six, seven. There are 7 weeks in total. The last one is obviously gonna be. I'm not gonna say yet, but it's obvious who the last one's gonna be. So let's see who these two next opponents are. Starting with week 5. So let's begin.
避け
And
ようの
more
ない
dead
死
end.
逃げようのない終わり結末を前にした時本質は現れる祈りも救いも不要戦いは今日ここで終わるその狭間でどうか見せてほしいかつてそうであったように人間のすべてが絶望の中で光を見出せるのかを
Fifth week. And now we have 8 people left. We were 128 or 26 or something like that. We're only at 8 now. Again, somehow I was able to win. More accurately, I somehow managed to stay alive. Yeah, that is the more accurate thing for this for surviving Arcuit. Yeah, that was the most powerful opponent I've faced up until now. And being asked who I was shook me a little. However, with the support of my servant in Rani, I have come to realize that I can only go forward, even if my only reason for doing so is that I fear death. I have a servant to fight for me, and a beautiful talented girl to help me. For now, I need to forget about my past, and just continue forward as a master. Alright, and at midday we get our enemy. The next combatants will be announced in the second floor bulletin board. Alright, and we don't really have much else to say, people. We don't really have much over here. We can talk to Saber, but she's not gonna say much, I think. We've only defeated two alpha enemies. Oh wait, yep, she's asleep. Never mind. The good old bulletin board, with that all too familiar white sheet of paper. This time, I don't even have to look at the name to know who my opponent is. The moment I walked in, I was assaulted by the murderous aura I associated with the man. Julius is our next opponent, and his servant that we saw dressed in a Chinese outfit. His cold, callous eyes radiate a predatory gaze. None of the other masters try to intimidate me quite like this. My skin prickles like thousands of invisible needles have struck the nape of my neck and chest. Oh right, pressing the wrong button. You're not flinching. You've improved. That's what makes wizards so special. They can make extreme progress in just a short amount of time. The man walks towards me. The air grows more oppressive with each step until I can hardly breathe. But that ends now. He whispers in my ear as he passes, close enough to touch my shoulder. The world, the Holy Grail, will be Leo's. There will be no deviation from this course. And he's gone. Unable to look, unable to breathe, I wait for his malevolent presence to slowly fade away as he walks away. A dismissal, human being. His methods thus far have contained no beauty. My servant speaks with disdain. Let us show him the liveliness of battle, spreading flowers and song in the battlefield. Such pomp is just as well, for it will also be his funeral. Jeez, as always she has a knack for ignoring my insecurities and rambling on. But if she's trying to inspire me, that counts as being supportive. Alright, and here we are in the evening. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Rani. As soon as I arrive to the nurse's office, I tell Rani about my next opponent. When I tell her that I will be fighting against Julius, Rani's jaw tightens slightly. Julius Belkish Harway, the Black Scorpion, assassin of the Harway family. I wonder how Rani knows so much about Julius. After seeing the apprehensive look on my face, Rani continues her explanation. I'm afraid I can't tell you any of the details, but he is known to strike from the shadows to protect the scion of his family, Leo Harway. Like a scorpion, his stinger is sharp and his poison brings almost certain death. Recalling that foreboding sense of death sends a chill racing down my spine. I'd be accurate to say that as an opponent, he is on an entirely different level. But with extreme precautions, you still may fall short of being able to face him. Therefore, I've decided I will help you. My health has returned, so if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to ask me. An electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. I find myself recalling Julius's word, hollow, vacant stare. My opponent is a real assassin. One mistake and I might as well have cut my own throat to save him the trouble of doing it for me. But I can't worry about that now. I have to go to the arena and find my first trigger. And like most first day one voyages into the arena, we are not going to be able to explore everything on the first day. So let's go ahead and talk to Rani. I will help you as far as I'm able. That is why that's why I know you will win, Hakuno. Hey Sakura, anything for me? Rani is always so polite, isn't she? She's a delight. And she doesn't have anything for me this time. Let's yeah, okay. There is actually oh no, Flower Girl's still here. She just didn't show up last week. It came to no surprise to me if one of the remaining masters were to win the Holy Grail. After this, 4 will be left, and then 2. It'd be good to finally face you in the finals. And we won't be fighting you, that's unfortunate, but well. There is actually special dialogue here with Aoko and Toko. Almost against my will, I find myself wanting to ask these sisters another question. Both of them seem to be extremely powerful magi, but why was the Seraph allow their existence? Ah yes, me and the Oxygen Thief. Unlike us, you masters entered through a specific gateway. As you're here for the Holy Grail War, you can only access specific parts of the Moon Cell. It's a little different to us. We're not here for the Holy Grail, but for the Moon Cell's network. In exchange for access to the network, we agree to assist the masters competing on the Grail. But until someone wins the damn thing, we're stuck here the same as the rest of you. I see. Although not part of the Holy Grail War, they have been given master status. But what's so important to them that they willingly choose to be trapped inside the Moon Cell? Didn't I already tell you? I'm looking for someone. A friend of a friend who fell afoul out here. All I had to go on was part of their mind was ensnared in the virtual world, so here I am. As for me, I sense a potential shift in the future, and I came here to make sure nothing came of it. My detestable elder sister showed up at the same time, so we decided to set up shop here. Now, I'm kind of forced to stay here so that I can keep an eye on her as well. This woman is hateful and evil, and her research is more Robert J. White than Marie Curie. Well, break time's over. I need to keep searching. You two keep the chit-chat to a minimum. In an obvious attempt to end further conversation, Toko Aozuki loudly clears her throat. What's more disturbing than her rudeness is the fact that she never denied Aoko's accusation. I have a little fun interaction here. Damn it, I can't concentrate. I should probably go grab some more of those horrid e-cigs. And we can do an alteration of the soul while we're at it. Yeah, let's increase our defense. There we go. Wasn't quite a lot, but it was good enough. We're gonna focus on defense right now. Might as well just show what the Matrix is, so we can... There we go, Julius. Nothing we know. We already saw his turn. I don't know why the Matrix isn't showing it there. Kind of weird. Anyways, we can go ahead and... There's nothing more special dialogue or anything. We can go directly to the arena right now. But let's go ahead and talk to whoever we see. There's gonna be even less and less people in the school.
ついにあの男との対決か。これも因縁だが、天の意志とあらば飲み込もう。何？そなたには関わりのないこと。気にせずともよい。同じ名を持つなど、どこにでもあることだ。
I wonder what she's talking about. Julius. Alright, there is nothing here. I do think we get access to our noble phantasm after this fight. Pretty sure it's kind of right there at the end. You advance too. At this rate, you might end up as opponents. Your opponent is Kuzuki. You have my sympathy. That one's dangerous. There's something ominous about him. Look, the third floor. Talk to Issei. He's always here. Hakuno, it's you. It seems your next opponent is none other than the Professor Kuzuki. Even if it was only temporary, he was one of us. To think he'll end up, he'll be fighting a friend. I guess the description conflicted emotions would be best used here. Nobody here. And as always, nobody here. We can go to the roof, see if Tosaka's there. She is, actually. Did you actually manage to advance? Again. There are only 8 masters left. To think you're one of them, it's truly annoying. Well, that's a bit rude, Tosaka. Alright, let's go into the first floor. And check out if the guys outside still alive. This guy here isn't here. That just means... our true girl survived. All the way to the end here. Finally, what I've been waiting for. I've been paired with the worthiest of opponents, our Harway. Your next opponent is part of the Harway clan too. Good luck to us both. Oh my god. We can share tips with each other. I am so sorry. You are pretty much just dead. Oh man, I'm sure your luck would run up by now. Anyways, congratulations on not dying. I assure you that we of the commissary will continue to support your efforts. Okay. And over here, we have 2 new items. Let me see where they are. Ether Crystal and Magic Crystal Shard. Yeah, increase significant amount of Servant's HP and a small amount of Master MP. We got Mystical to get some D-Went here also. This one's probably the best healing you have in the entire game. And this one increases movement speed, which is very useful when in the overworld, if you want to speed up farming and things like that. It actually increases movement speed. You'll see in a moment. Let's replace this one, okay. And then we still need to farm to get a bit of money. And she survived as well. Now we reached round 5. There are only a handful of people left on campus, including you. There are 8 masters left. Who knows, we might be facing each other next. Guess we'll just have to wait and see, huh? I do like this aspect of the game. The more the game progresses, the less and less people show up at the school. It does cement the severity of the situation. Greater, there is something that I must tell you about the arena. Never mind, it's nothing. Our enemy has just changed positions, so be on guard. Right, thank God she stopped me there because I still haven't gone to the library. Man, not being in the second floor kind of threw me off a little bit. You survived the 4th round. Funny, never expected you as a skilled master. May the Holy Grail continue to illuminate your path through the difficult battles ahead. Congratulations on surviving the 4th round, Hakuno. You're almost a real master now. Keep up the good work. The Holy Grail is within reach. May victory be yours. Indeed. Did we talk to this guy? I think we did. Yep, I just forgot to go to the library. Alright, we're good. Off we go. As I said before, we aren't gonna be able to complete this area because we are gonna get an event with the enemy master. We can see the strong enemy right over there. Is that an enemy? No, I must be imagining things. Operator, I feel uneasy. If there is indeed an enemy here, we may be in danger. Let's proceed cautiously. Indeed. And before I forget, yeah, let's switch this one for, where is it? There we go. Just to make farming a little bit easier. There's the thing we need. There they are. Huh? That's familiar black cloak strides into my field of vision. There's no mistaking that form, that gaze. It's none other than Julius. But even though we were in the arena, there's no sign of his servant. What could this... What a slimy, predatory aura. What pride to appear before us without his servant. Operator, let us make quick work. That's my line. What? Oh no. What just happened? In the space of a second, the air grew thick, and then I heard a thud, as if something big hit the floor. But there was nothing there. There was no mistaking that Saber has collapsed on the floor. I couldn't see the enemy. It's over. Let's go. Not satisfied? You want to slice off their head too? No, there's no need. We've hit their heart, which is enough, but... Yeah, that's enough. They're as good as dead. I see. Let's go then. Maybe I was just imagining, but Julius barely glanced at me before walking off. Julius turned away from me, melting back into the dimly lit passage, like some kind of apparition. That voice must have belonged to Julius' servant. He said something pretty... ominous. They're as good as dead. Saber isn't moving. I can't think of anything but that terrible sight. My strong, capable servant is lying helpless on the floor. We just came out the wrong side of a surprise attack. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This can't be real. It's a dream, right? No, I can't wake up from this dream. It's real. What happened? How could I have been... I suppose this is the work of an assassin. How did he eradicate his presence so fully? And we get our first Matrix level, right here at the start. Saber haltingly gets up. It's clear that she is worse for wear. I am sorry, Praetor. However, I am glad you are fine. And she's down again. Saber. Seeing that I am safe, Saber sighs in relief and collapses again. I have to fix my servant as soon as possible. And that's the end. Yep. So there's really nothing we can do in this day. And she has a unique animation for this stage. It's kind of fun. Kind of cool that they did this.
すまぬ。そうじゃよ。そなたの剣であると宣言しておきながら、このような失態を晒すとは。傷の痛みも耐えきれぬが、世は周知だけで消えてしまいそうだ。なので、あまりいじめないでくれ。そなたにそんな顔をされるのが何より辛い。
Saber rasped out the words, as if even informing the Miss Taxing. Even though she's just been attacked by the enemy servant, she's still more worried about me.
無理難題と承知しているが、頼む、マスタ 今回はその手でこの体を守ってほしい。
And we barely did any exploration. Yep. And we go on to the next day. I haven't processed yesterday's event yet. Saber fell asleep yesterday in our private room, but it's morning and my servant isn't awake yet. It's a problem. Looking at my servant, the words of Julius is visible. Servant. Oh, excuse me. Servant taunt me. Death is inescapable. Death. Is Saber going to die? My strong, wise servant, who's always defended stupid me, might really die. As much as my heart wants to deny it, my brain can't. Saber sucks in labored breath, but doesn't awaken. I have to do something. Knowing that I have to do something doesn't mean I know what to do. When I rush out of my room to collect my thoughts, I run into a concerned-looking Rani. Hakuno, good morning. Oh, hi Rani, good morning. I absently reply. You don't look so well. Has something happened? Rani's worried tone jumpstarts my adult mind into processing things again. The first thing I notice is that my face is stiff with worry. Belatedly, I turn and greet Rani with a smile. I'm glad to see you up and about. Yes, I'm fine. I've gotten enough rest now. Now it's you I'm worried about. It's very weird. Okay, sorry about that. What happened? Please tell me what I can do. You provide me with great service. The professor said someone might someday, so I must repay you. Her professor? Rani talks about this individual a lot. What kind of things have they taught her? Immediately after creating me, my professor said to me, find someone who treasures you for more than the doll you are. For when I do, that is when I will have a soul. That is why I have kept searching. And I have found that someone, you, Hakuno. You are so unlike my professor, and yet, you are the one, yes. You are my owner. So please let me assist you. Damn. Owner? Owner? It seems like Rani's been looking for a protector to take place of her professor. After an involuntary and somewhat bewildered silence, Rani goes on. Hakuno, you have made me whole, but I am beholden first and foremost to my professor. Up until now, I have thought my duty was to understand the lessons my professor taught me. However, Hakuno, I wish to aid you from my own free will, not from my professor, if you permit. Of course, I welcome her help. It's reassuring to know that even in the Holy Grail War, cooperation is possible. I'm luckier still that Rani is so skilled. But being her owner is a little over the top. I wonder if friend will do.
Hi.
Friend. If you wish, Hakuno. Now, I will ask not because I need proof of our bond, but may I link your portable terminal with mine, Hakuno? I see no reason to object. I nod my assent and hand my portable terminal over to Rani. Rani chants softly, and suddenly the terminal blinks. That must mean it's connected. The linking was successful. Now we should be able to keep in contact when you're in the arena. Cool, now we can communicate anytime. I'm glad Rani's on my side. She smiles when I thank her. I like the vast experience of my professor, and on top of that I've lost my servant. But I'm still an alchemist of Atlas. And if there's anything I can help with, please ask. Anything. That's right, Rani might know a way to revive Saber. What? Your servant was injured by the Black Scorpion. Is your servant okay? When I tell her my servant is still asleep in our private room, Rani ruminates for a moment. Your servant's still asleep in your private room. Will you please show me right away? I may know a way to revive your injured servant. Definitely not saying no to that. I nod curtly and accompany Rani to my private room. Saber should still be asleep there. This is... your nerves. Your magic circuits are in disarray. In layman's terms, the pipe that supplies magic to your servant has been blocked. A servant thrives off their master's magic. Without it, they cannot even sustain their body's existence. Your servant is sustaining their body on their magic alone right now. But that source is finite. Unless their master's supply resumes, they will perish in a few days' time. I have a grasp on the situation. I'll think of something. Please come see me again later. I will be waiting at my usual spot by the 3rd floor hallway. Rani leaves the room, the look on her face solemn. Frustration at my powerlessness wells up every time I see Saber in pain, but it's accompanied by the urge for me to get help fast. With Rani's help this evening, I'll form a plan of action. It's been hours since I spoke with Rani about it. Maybe she's found a way to help my servant. I guess I should head to the 3rd floor. And yeah, there is basically nothing to do in these floors. Oh, I see you're in fine health. Are you alone? Whatever might your servant be? Huh? I throw around to find the source of the voice. There's no one there. I don't sense anyone. But there's no mistaking that. The voice of Julius, the servant. In other words, the malicious unknown man who incapacitated Saber yesterday. Just hearing the sound of his voice petrifies me and makes me break into a cold sweat. I try to flee, but my body rejects the command. Haha, no need to be so tense. I merely happen to be taking a leisurely stroll on my own. So he's saying if Julius isn't there commanding him, he has an interest in fighting me. Why such surprise? I'm not so savage to deal death when there is no need. Although I do applaud that you learn to be more cautious after your fight with Julius. He and I are kindred spirits, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I killed as often as him. The unseen servant laughs heartily. I get the impression he's not the unrestrained killer Julius is. Listen, I only kill one person every fight. That means just one person will inevitably die. But it seems that your servant still lives. Take pride in that servant, O great Magus, for they evaded my fist, if only for an instant. It's a pity that I'll be forced to kill an opponent. I have enjoyed more than any before. A pity? Maybe Julius' servant isn't the mad hellhound I thought he was. Then maybe he'd be willing to help my injured Saber. Stay your request. As much as I'd like to assist you, my fist brings only destruction. My fists are murderous things, only able to rend the flesh and break the bones of the human body. The number of that survived is 0. So as you see, I'm no honorable warrior, just an executioner. So you must take your servant with your own hands, and if I am to have an enjoyable fight, good day then. I enthusiastically anticipate you and your servant's eventual retaliation. After those last words, the air is suddenly less tense. Did he leave? Anyway, right now there's no sense in staying around and wallowing in my own powerlessness. Alright, we had a convo with that guy. Saber's still injured. Okay, good. Saber's still breathing. What the heck was that attack? Not even Saber saw it coming. Until I figured out what happened, I can kiss my thoughts of victory goodbye. First things first, I have to get Saber to recover, or I won't even be able to explore the arena. I should ask Rani. I bet she would know what to do. Alright, we can leave now. Still can talk to this guy. Oh, he has something to say. Where's your servant? Is something wrong? I see, you fought Kuzuki. It could be fatal if you don't restore your servant's magic. Rani knows about this stuff like that. You should go ask her. Okay, so it's just basically a hint. Yikes, someone dealt your servant quite a little bit of damage there. Nothing at the commissary can heal that extensive damage. And we aren't allowed to help either. The rules prohibit student council members from offering help, but I can still wish you good luck. Your next opponent is sinister. I've got him trying to hack into the student council. His golf aura gives me the creeps. I am 100% behind you this time. So good luck, really. I wish I could do more. You know, you're kinda fucked when even the NPCs are against you, huh? Hey, you say. It seems like you've taken a mighty blow, but I am impressed that you're still on your feet. But for now, you should concern yourself with the recovery of your servant. Hey, Red, do you have anything to say? Wow, you look really depressed. Let me guess, the Julius Harvey tried to ambush you again. What? I'm right. guess it's time to start actually earning your victories for a change. Rude. I have been earning my victories. Most of the guys I fight are stronger than me, so yeah. I have been earning my victories. Hakuno, thanks for coming here to see me. As far as I can determine, Saber had significant damage done to their magic circuits. If your servant does not receive an infusion of magic soon, they will not want to be alive to see tomorrow. Dead by tomorrow? Whatever the case, what can I do before tomorrow comes? How can I supply them with magic? I have a solution that'll work. Even if it's a curse that won't break until you defeat your foe. Rani looks directly at me and continues to speak in an almost indifferent tone. The solution to your problem is simple. I will temporarily send my power to Saber. Rani will send her? Is that even possible? I don't know where to begin. First of all, I can't even imagine how that will work.
Hi.
There is a bit of preparation that'll need to be done, but it shouldn't be an issue. First, I'll connect to the Holy Grail while you're in the arena and open a temporary back door. Through it, I'll be able to send magic to your servant. Consider me a spare fuel tank, if you will. Is that even possible? More importantly, how much stress will it put on Rani's body? I appreciate your concern, but this is the only way, Hakuno. However, if you disapprove, if Rani doesn't have a problem with it, who am I to object? And it's not like I have any other choice. So what would you need me to do? First go to the arena and put this in a place that'll be easy to hack into. And she said that she hands me a black cube. And this is... It is a bypass circuit. Once in place, it will allow me to provide a flow of magical energy into the arena. Once you're in the arena, I will walk you through the details. For now, please go to the arena. I'm glad I spoke with Rani. I'm sure everything will turn out okay, somehow. For now, I better head to the arena like Rani said.
Hi.
I'll discuss the details with you once we get to the arena. Please go to the arena first. Okay. Let's see if we have any... Whoop, not first floor. If we have anything special to say. Nope, it's the same thing we did the other way. Okay. Let's go to the first floor and see what Taiga has to say. You look dejected. I know I'll cheer you up. Doing me another favor. So, what do you do? Yes, ma'am. You're such a kind person, and kudos for staying positive. About my humble request, I would like you to track down something another student lost. It was a digital representation of a coin that has been in their family for countless generations. The item in question will be deleted in 2 days, so don't take too long to find it. Okay. Go ahead and talk to Sakura so we can finally get our healing item for the week. I'm glad to see you again, Hakuno. Congratulations and welcome back. This isn't a lunch, but I hope you enjoy it. Now we got magical crystal sphere. Go ahead and see if everyone else is still okay. Yep, nothing new. That's to be expected. Go to the first floor, see if the archer girl is interested in talking. He isn't. And the commissary, talk to this NPC over here. Have you picked up an enhancement spike? Using this item ability will allow you to move rapidly throughout the arena. It will indeed, but for now, right, we don't have anything here. Okay, I'm just checking something. Yeah. I can feel your servant's presence. Can't feel your servant's presence. That Kazuki managed to kill him off. And you think you're up to the challenge, especially with the hardware involved. Oh well. I can't believe you couldn't beat him even after using your noble phantasm. You did use it, right? I haven't used it yet. Come again? And you're still alive. That is inconceivable. I have no idea why you refrained from using your servant's noble phantasm. But thinking you can always win without using the big gun seems, I don't know, delusional. Alright, we can go into the arena. Master, I'm correct in assuming that you're going to the arena. Very well, I'll be going too. My duty is to cross swords with the enemy. Your responsibilities, of course, lie elsewhere. I was planning on entering the arena alone, but Saber would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant is in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, I have no choice but to have them join me. The fact is that if I enter the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. The 5th round has arrived, and Saber said that they would fight, injuries and all. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I ask that you fight alongside me anyways. Of course, you probably expected nothing less from one you fought alongside with. I understand, Master. Now let's go. And do not worry, I will not fall to mere Tyronos? Okay. Tyrones, whatever the hell that is. Seems you were able to get into the arena. As I said earlier, find the weak points in the arena's firewall and set up a bypass circuit. I'll guide you along, so please listen to my transmissions. Yes, go ahead. And also, when I connect with the Holy Grail, that means I will link to you, Hakuno. I'll have to intrude on your files a bit, so please forgive me. Whatever Rani needs to do, she has my permission. If I have one to carry out Rani's plan, I'll need to avoid contact with the enemy. Alright. So, Saber... is that is...
良好のようですね。では始めましょう。総学的にこの迷宮にはハッキングに適した6つの弱点があります。
Alright. Might as well just go ahead and show off this.
私はそこにマーカ
We
ー
are a
を
lot
つけておきまし
faster in this one.
た。順番に見ていきましょう。
It is recommended to just do that. This is the thing we need, but...
端末を近づけてください。残念です。その防壁は手に負えない。そこも私には解けません。恐れと高揚感とこの風景は私の過去にはなく
Yep, just keep on doing
ダメで
this.
す。どうぞ次を。
We weren't able to do that in time. As you can see, Saber is still holding her side. That means she is hurting at this point. Well, I think we just win this either way. Nah, not really. The guy was guarding, that's unfortunate. Guy is not guarding this one. You can see we do a lot less damage, which sucks. It is really not advisable to fight people in this one.
申し訳ありません。私は足りないですね、チヨ。私はありました。そこなら。
It appears you found a place suitable for hacking. The portable terminal has caught a signal. I shall analyze it in more detail to see if it is an appropriate place to set a bypass circuit. It's all you, Rani. She responds quickly. Yes, that place is suitable for establishing a bypass circuit. I will circumvent the barrier by channeling magic from the Holy Grail that maintains the arena. I hear her whisper something.
端末から不正介入を行います。どうぞそのままで。
We won't know until we test it out, but it appears that the bypass circuit was successfully
終わり
created.
ました。あなたの助力があればこそです。ありがとうございました。
Now then, let's continue this on the school grounds. No sooner than I replied in acknowledgement than an aura of death sends chills through my body. I whirl around to see. I think your victory declaration may have been premature. Julius. Our prey is running free when they should be rotting. What is this? Did you take mercy on them? No, not at all. I'd say they were just good enough to evade the full force of my strike. I see. Then this time let's be short and leave them corpses. My servant is in the condition to fight properly, but we have no choice but to defend ourselves. Alright, so... you can fight, but it's basically useless. Some battles are unavoidable. If nothing else, I will protect you.
力が入らぬ。これでしのげるか。
諦めろ。
We do have one matrix, but
なんとかしのぐぞ。
and you're gonna see why this is basically useless.
なんとかしのぐぞ、マスター。
どれ。
Yep, it's almost impossible to win. I realized only after commanding Saber to fight that they're really dragging. My servant is dead under her feet. I freeze, and without time to even regret my decision, the impact of an invisible blow severs my connection from my body in an instant. Too bad. I was looking forward for a rematch, but fighting them in that condition is whipping a beat dog. I don't know if the voice belonged to Julius or his servant. Guess I'll never know. Dead end. Alright, that's basically that. Nothing really. Alright, great. Look for an escape. I'd never win, challenging this fierce opponent while my servant is exhausted like this. I need to escape somehow, but I'm facing the harshest of all the masters I've encountered so far. He and his servant are like a pair of hawks, who can only revel in swooping down their fleeting prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Hakuno, I will perform a forced withdrawal on you. Accompanying Rani's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out of my terminal. No sooner than I hear Rani's words, does the light expand around me. My vision goes white, all my senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut, as I give my body over to a strong gravitational pull. The spiritons that make up my body are compressed into a single point, and removed from the arena. My consciousness condenses, like two dimensions becoming one, and then traveling through to a far beyond. In that strange time-space, connection established. Are these her files? I heard Rani's voice. That cannot be. Her voice wavers, as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. Ah, she has no body. She softly mutters a searing truth. Yep, there's nothing here for us, and you're right. We're not in our little home here. Yep, let's go on ahead and go in for it. Let me take a look at how long I've been doing this. Nah. 42. Yeah, we can have enough time for one more. Yep. I wonder how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Julius' attack and then being swallowed by light. Still dazzled, I moved my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body okay. I'm still sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Good morning, Hakuno. I'm so relieved you've awoken. You have been asleep ever since the imposed withdrawal. Checking my portable terminal, I can see the day has passed. Rani ejected me from the arena when Julius attacked. I've been in shock ever since, I guess. Thank goodness the arena is dense with magic. I would not have been able to extract you elsewhere. A silver lining in a dark cloud, I suppose. That's right. About the bypass circuit. Is it in progress?
Hi.
The bypass circuit is providing a satisfactory influx, so I should be able to supply magic. What a relief. It's pure luck that Rani found a way to heal Saber just in time. By the way, do you mind closing your eyes for a while? I wonder why. Still, I do as I'm told. Please keep them closed until I say. Is it my imagination, or is Rani really close by? Suddenly there's a soft touch against my lips. Huh? Is this another procedure that'll supply my servant with magic? Yeah, let's go with that, Hakuno. Is it? It's alright to open your eyes now. Just now, I run a program that interrupts the contractual bond between you and your servant. It should be able to supply magic. I should now be able to supply magic to your servant directly from my own person. That soft sensation still lingers in my lips. When I look at Rani, she blushes and looks away. There is nothing questionable in my actions. if you are my keeper. No, my friend. All that is left is to perform the ceremony in which I will supply magic to your servant. I shall have that done soon, so please come back this evening. I can't keep leaving everything up to Rani. If there's anything at all I can do to help. No, there is nothing you can assist with. However, I do have a request. Namely, I'm going to perform the ceremony in the nurse's office, so please do not peek. Don't peek. I suppose she doesn't want any distractions? I should do as she says and wait until the evening. And here we are at the evening. I wonder how long it's been since Rani and Saber, Rani took Saber down to the nurse's office. According to the time on my terminal, not that much time has passed. I wonder if my anxieties come from being in the middle of a war zone, without my closest ally by my side. Guess I'll go to the library and wait around for her to contact me. Or maybe I should just head straight for the nurse's office. And there is gonna be a special event in the nurse's office, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little, save, so we can see both options. There we go. Let's just do a save here too, just in case. Okay, the library is right over here, so we are gonna talk to everyone before we actually do anything. When I went to the supplies from the nurse's office, Rani shut me out. What is she doing in there? Indeed. Was your servant able to fully recover from their injuries? The best way to heal a servant? You idiot, you can't speak of such things in public. Yeah, I wonder why you're so, flustered. And, Ren isn't here. I want to go to the chapel, never mind that. See if they have anything to say. Nope. We can go ahead and go to the, over here, she is here. The Tatarian Aster. It symbolizes remembrance. Oh, aren't you facing Kuzuki next? His eyes, no matter how many times I look into them, I never detect even a sliver of emotion. Go with the first floor, the guy should be here, right? No, there's only Sakura over there. Let's see if Archer Girl is there still. There we go. There she is. Leonardo seems to fall into my traps and then just walk out of them. I don't know how to handle him. That reminds me, I saw Kuzuki headed to the multimedia room with something like key-like in hand. I think it was something like a lapel badge. We could enter the multimedia room with that. Let's go to the second floor then, and do a bit of a save here. There we go. I think I'll prowl the library until I hear from Rani. I better make the most of my what time still remains. As I comb the bookshelves for more information, the presence of some unseen person distracts me.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, hello. The source of that voice could only be Leo. I wonder what he wants from me. I've come to bid you farewell, as I hear your next opponent is my brother. His brother? He's talking about Julius? Oh, you didn't know. He and I are stepbrothers. Of course, that has nothing to do with his participation in the Holy Grail War. His only reason for being here is to protect the next head of the Harway family. I wonder what he means exactly by bid you farewell. There is no way you'll win. With that in mind, I want to say my farewells before your inevitable demise. Damn, the balls of this kid. Our skill levels may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying. Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. My brother is simply too skilled for you to defeat. That may be true, but even you can't predict how our battle will end. There is no absolutes, especially in this world. Yes, I suppose you're right. There are no guarantees, even from him. I have no argument to offer. Leo gives a little nod, as if in appreciation of the limits us mortals face. But I don't think that nod was for me. It was for his brother, Julius. If the heavens side against my brother, he is not the one to fight. He is not the one to fight it. However, that is a discussion for another time. In this case, I believe my brother will be victorious. But should you be defeated, then it'd be obvious as a result of bad luck, or perhaps he had no luck at all. How can he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo wish for Julius to claim victory? No, I would never go to as low as to wish for victory of any kind. That is not the way of the kings. As heartless as it may sound, my brother's victory or defeat could be of no consequence to me. His efforts will all be self-serving. If that effort doesn't benefit his lord, then there is no meaning. More to the point, as victory here will mean nothing, for I will be the sole survivor of this war. Eventually, he will die by my hand. Why then would I wish for his success and in the preceding rounds? Although if there is any consolation to be found, it will be the fact that he will have died for a purpose. My brother will be the foundation on which I will build my rule, from which the masses will benefit greatly. So this is how Leo says everything. So these are the true thoughts of the one who has been ordained to rule the world. My business with you has now come to an end, so if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I've been meaning to have a serious conversation with you for quite some time now. As long as you believe that you'll survive until the end, farewells made now would be premature. We'll probably meet again, should the chance present itself. And off he goes. And just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out just how much of a skilled Julius is at combat in me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, I'm not doing this alone. Finished with magic restoration, Saber should be fine now. Come meet me in the first floor. Alright, that was that. And let's go ahead and load the state, so we can see what the hell she is doing with our servant all this time. Hey Sakura. Oh, hello there, Hakuno. As soon as Rani showed up, I was unceremoniously shown the door. I wonder what she's up to. I could get fired for this. How am I supposed to do my job out here? I know I was told to stay out, but I'm Saber's master. I can't help but be worried. Yeah, what should I do? Well, let's see what's going on. The choice is clear. As a master, the welfare of my servant should always come first. As I put my hand to the door, I feel a slight shock, as if I was plugged into a socket. I crack the door open and peer inside. Impudent stupid! At least keep your panties on! Saber, my healing won't be truly effective if you don't cooperate. Now, where was I? I can't really see anything. What is going on in there? If I open the door a little bit more. As I open the door, an incredible fragrance overwhelms my senses. The scent is impossible to define, but it somehow stimulates every fiber of my being. All of a sudden, what could that possibly... who's there? I see flashing lights and my body goes numb, as I sink to the floor with my mind totally blank. I must have set off an incredibly powerful trap, but for an instant, I saw a naked, slender leg. You shouldn't have done that. I'll just have to wait a little longer. Her anger washes over me like a wave. All I could think about was her leg, and another... No, better not dwell on that. Next time I try to peek, it'll probably end up being fatal. I guess I'll kill time at the library instead. Sigh. And yes, that's all. Yep. I thought we could only do one, but now we can do both. So yeah, that's pretty much just a reference to Stay Night, like how Shiro, Saber, and Tosaka and that church thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what's going on there. Alright, we can just skip this. Alright, and let's see what they have to say. You know, I was struck by something about your opponent when I passed them in the hallway the other day. Your opponent is a lot shorter than I expected. I was surprised. Yeah, that is true. The guy is barely even taller than we are, and the female Hakuno's model is actually kind of small. You're aware that the Seraph is located on the moon, right? Yeah, the moon is in outer space, home to a processor that far surpasses any on Earth. Don't you find that the teens is a bit romantic? In a bit, the moon has always been seen as a bit romantic. So I wouldn't be surprised if people find it so. Hakuno. Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Rani is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. Oh, Praetor, have you been well since I last saw you? When their eyes meet, Saber's face turns bright red. What is going on here? I wonder if something's happened during the magical healing process. There's nothing to worry about. She squirmed a little, but as you can see, Saber's magical energy has made a full recovery. Full recovered, that's good. The nurse's office smells sweet. Maybe I should ask what they did in there for future reference. I'm sure. You must be curious. If you like, I can tell you everything. How uncaught, Praetor, to think of that, and you, Rani was unexpectedly brazen in her actions. I shall not entertain such behavior, not even from you. Is this a competition for her? More and more I find it difficult to understand exactly what in the world is going on, but... In any case, Hakuno, even though I told you not to, you still peeked. How could I not? I'm a master, I care about what happens to my servant. It is good to feel that way, but it's lucky you weren't caught in the trap. If you had entered, you could have suffered severe brain damage. The trap was meant for the enemy, not you. It's kinda scary how powerful Rani is. I'm glad I didn't interrupt her. All's well that ends well though. Hopefully my servant won't need special treatment again. I'll let the details remain cloudy for now. I'm just happy that Saber has recovered. Don't get any ideas, Master. Only in extreme circumstances would I submit to another's will in bed. That Rani. I told her to at least keep some underclothes on. I was blindsided. Saber huffs, appearing displeased. Yeah, Saber is clearly a bottom. Don't worry about it. Well, you ought to thank Rani. She looks worn out. Oh, there's no need to thank me. I was no imposition. I am a bit tired though. I shall return to bed for the remainder of the day. Yeah, don't flee, Rani. Our contest is not yet over. Rani bows and leaves. Saber keeps yelling at her as she leaves. What's this animosity about? If you ask me, I'd say Rani is strategically retreating. Animosity. That makes me think of Julius and his deaf servant. There is an overwhelming difference between us. I have to be able to retaliate, or I will be digital debris. Don't worry, Praetor. I shall not fall prey to the same trick again. Now that I am well, I shall revisit the disgrace I have suffered upon their heads. What a bold assertion from one who just crawled out of their grave. Please no. Not the cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has come to confront me. You, such blatant disregard for decorum. I shall repay you with a lesson in humility. I saw through your trick the last time, when you threw that surprise attack at me. Your fist penetrates your enemy's body with a bolt of magic which disrupts their nerves. It is the secret Chinese technique that combines raw energy with martial arts. That is surprising that Saber knows that, off the top of her head. Yes, splendid. You've seen through my move, said to need no second strike. How marvelous! My opponent, with my fists I shall crush you into powder and grind you into the earth. This joy is a cheap liquor that I drink and drink but never get sated by, right, Julius? If by joy you mean bloodlust, I have no interest. Be brief about your business. How about you, my enemy? You must take some joy in bloodlust. Bloodshedding. Bloodshed, yeah. A ridiculous notion. The beauty of fighting lies in chivalry, not in base amusements. Any discipline disciple will many a disciple will mourn. There is no more wretched thing than a master becoming an assassin. Ha! You've landed a blow below the belt. It is true, I have very strayed off my path. The dark side is seductive, as any martial arts instructor knows. Like a snake eating its tail, death leads to blood, death leads to blood. All this talk of bloodlust. Master, he intends to instigate a fight here, are you ready? It's unavoidable. If we don't go on the offensive, we'll die here. We'll give it all we've got. Hold. Everyone freezes at Kotomi in a single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but fighting on school grounds is prohibited. Yeah, okay, ignore Kotomine here for a moment. Look at the size difference between us and Julius. Julius is really short. You are so eager to kill each other. Do it where I won't see. Otherwise, I have to stop you. If you choose to continue, I will be forced to slap you both with a penalty. What shall it be? We don't care, do we, Julius? My interest has waned. Let's go. I don't wish to be saddled with a penalty for ending this weakling. Fair enough. I too wish to avoid a full fight. And off he goes. Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. You will save it for the arena. As well, I take it? That's the venue to enter your passion. And off he goes. With that said, Kotomine leaves. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad my servant's back to normal. Like Kotomine said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There is no time to sit around. I head off to the arena. Indeed. I don't think I've talked to the commissary guys, or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's go ahead to go to the first floor. We can actually take a look, whoops, at the Matrix, seeing what he has. Second strike isn't needed. This is the second name given to one of the strongest practitioners of Kung Fu in Baizhuang's history. Considering the ultimate master of Baizhuang, it is sad that this person was able to take the life of his opponent with a single gentle touch. There we go. And we can just go off now. Let me see, do we have anything to say? Wait, do you have any different things to say? I actually never talked to them again. Hold on. Nope, that's still the same. I guess it's just that one. You should probably just say the same thing again, right? Yep, it's just that one, girl. Okay, no, actually, let's go to the second floor. Damn it, not that one. Faster, just go this way. Well, let's see what Saber has to say.
何をそう笑っている。何も特別喜ばしいことでもないぞ。なぜなら世は必ずこうなると信じていたからな。なので礼は言わぬ。こんな当たり前のことを喜ぶのは終始笑わねばならぬ道化か。出かけに口づけを交わすのが日課の恋人同士ぐらいのものだ。
A cute little reaction from Saber here.
連中と来たら何でも幸福に見えるらしいからな。なので世は全く嬉しくないぞ。本当だぞ。
I'm sure. Alright, we can just leave now. And go to the arena for real, for real. Right. We will go to the arena and we will have to fight Julius. Now, I am going to equip... not this one. Where is this thing? Mermaid robe, so I can get healing going. And, what is the thing? Increase defense. There we go. I'm gonna do this. Because we are gonna fight Julius. We need to survive 3 turns. I'm just gonna go ahead and do maximum durability. There we go. I knew they were here. Now that I'm in exquisite condition, let us extract some revenge. Alright. Let me actually take a look at that. I have the map open right here by my side so I don't get lost. Yep, there we go. It's not a very hard map. I will say. It's basically just straight lines. I will try to avoid fighting guys as much as possible until we... Oh, never mind. Let me see. Blazing Soul. What do they have? Attack, attack, break, break, break. Let me see. Let's try this one. Okay, we got 2 hits in. 3 hits in. There we go. Nice. We get 400 XP, not bad, not bad. Now, where are them? Where are they? We already went that way. Let me see, let me see. Okay, yeah, there are 3 ones. This one's also a dead end. Right, punishment. Punishment. I have a lot of things too. We can try this one. Now I got 2. I got this one at least. That's a shame. Attack on second, that means they're not gonna use attack, they're gonna be using guard. Alright, that should be enough. There we go. I am still trying to somewhat avoid these guys. Magic crystal fragment, that's good. Well. Necrophobia, fear of dead people. Let me see. These guys actually don't have all that much stuff. Break on free, meaning we're probably doing this. No, they aren't. Damn, that sucked. Let's do this one. Let me see. He has break on 4. Okay, there can be only 2 with break on 4. Let's try like this. I know we have to use the skill. At least we use guard. It's the same I was gonna use, only use the skill at the first turn. Alright, let's heal her up a little bit. There we go. Now we go down here, and there is another dead end here. Yep, there it goes again. Break on 4. Let's try this one again. He uses the skill again. Well, at least we got him first try this time. He's gone. Nice. That actually gets to the right place. We have this way. Guard on 4. It could be basically anything at this point. Let's try like this. It isn't this one, damn it. It's one close enough, it's just the first one that's different. The first and last. I want to preserve things because we're gonna fight Julius at the end. Let me see. Guard on. Damn it, I pushed the wrong button, damn it. Oh well, at least we got him.
よしとしよう。次から次へと懲りぬ奴らよ。嬉しいぞ、奏者よ。
Alright, he's right over there. I can see him on the map. And we can see him there too.
気を使われるというの。もっと蓄えるがよい。
He's right next to the tiger item, which is a shame.
もっと蓄えるがよい。
Alright, he's over there. We need to go this way to get him, but let's go ahead and search around this area first. Right, there's the item over here. Right, let me take a look at the map. Just to see if I got
もっと蓄えるがよい。
everything. Okay, I got everything here. The other place is just go around here. I don't understand. You know the difference in our abilities, so why would you come after us? It has gone beyond ignorance. I'll heavily crush your imbecilic exuberance underfoot. You take us too lightly. We have suffered defeat before, but this time it will be different, fool. Well said. Julius, you will leave this to me? Yes. We would be in trouble if you couldn't handle yourself in the 6th round. Do as you please. You have my thanks. Now then, young one, how about you gamble your life on that pride of yours? I'll make 3 strides with this fight. If you can hit me within that time, you win. Decent terms, right? A wager? How exciting. Very well, I shall play along with your provocation, assassin. Right, let's get to this then. Takes the fist of an assassin.
任せよ。一周に付してくれる。
さて、どこを壊していいものやら。
You have Matrix too, which does help us find it. Right, we can go ahead and increase our defense. Guard, we can use the try setting sun. It will increase your, will bring you back from death. We can, I don't know. I'm gonna try and defend, and there we go.
天よ、今一度の祝福を。
部の合理、身をもって知れ。
Increases attack.
死の式を収めるか。
We got stunned, which sucks. And there we go.
持った方。
We should be able to win now with this.
任せよ。期待に応えよう。
Yep. We can't do any damage to this guy, so yeah, there's that. We got stunned the rest of the time.
収めるか。
そなただけは守りきる。
There we go.
期待に応えよう。
部の合理、身をもって知れ。
And we got stunned again.
死の式を収めるか。
And there we go. You stood your ground. See, Julius, they are not insignificant warriors you think they are. We managed to survive. Julius' servant was true to his word and only struck back at intervals. But I could easily imagine that if one of those strikes made direct hit, it could be fatal. Yeah, the one thing more troubling than that stealth is the fact that I can do nothing about it. Saber evaded her opponent nicely, but the uncertainty of where the attacks would fall exhausted her. If not for the system's limitations, we could have been obliterated. The warning bell has rung. Luckily for you, I'll stop here. I would prefer to continue in a more appropriate venue. Until then, build your strength for me. After expressing anticipation for our future battle, the servant disappears. Julius glances our way before then follows suit. We must deal with the fact that his aura cannot be detected. Yeah, Julius' servant possesses the really inconvenient ability to make himself invisible. Unless we identify and eliminate it, we might as well consider victory out of reach. There are 3 days left in the preparation period. In that time, I have to demystify his technique. And yeah, might as well go ahead and look for stuff. There's the tiger thing right here. Babylonian coin. And right, we can switch on the equipment. We don't need a protective charm anymore. Then I can keep the mermaid rule, why not? There we go, stand for a moment. Alright, we can do this. I'm sure we can take care of them in 3 turns. There we go. Oh, there's the strong enemy over there. We have to defeat him if we want the special Saber interaction. I forgot to... Damn it, I forgot to stun them. Oh well. Blazing Soul, what do they do? Blazing Soul, attack. No, it's not attack, it's... damn it, don't forget to heal. Break onto its attack, break, attack. Alright, let's see it. Alright, that's it. Alright, that guy is gonna give us a lot of XP, so let's just go ahead and save. There we go, stun him for a little bit. Nice, we got this. Let's go for Thunderous Applause. Veil of Battles. You know, it does a bit less damage, but it's more economic. Yeah, the shimmy guarded there. Alright. We can do Veil of Petals. Let's try that one. Nice, 500 was a lot. Nice. Perfect. And we got him. Nice. And we got Staff of Fortitude. A Staff of Fortitude, where he goes. Slightly heals Servant MP. This is the most useful thing for caster. Yep, and it's good that we have it, because it'll be useful in the New Game Plus run we're gonna do with her. But for now, it's still good, I guess, if you want to use it. But Saber doesn't really require much use of MP. Right, the way to go is this one. There. Let's see, we can probably just do... That's not it. That's not it again. That's not it again. Damn, that sucks. Where is the thing? Ah, I know where it is. It's kind of interesting that the exit gate is not the last thing we see. It's a bit further here, the key. It's a bit hidden away, guarded by this guy. Hey, buddy. There we go. Right. What can this guy do again? This is necrophobia. There's break on the end, so let's try this one. Awesome. Alright, that's that. They're done. Here we got a level up. Nice. I'm not gonna farm all that much. We're good in terms of levels for now. I apologize, Praetor. It is my fault we fell behind in retrieving the cipher keys. We're fine. Alright, then let me take a look at the map I have here on my thing. Yeah, we have everything, really, yeah. No, we don't. We don't actually, that's kind of, wow. I gotta check this. We do not have everything. We have most of things, but not everything. Let's go back. I'm gonna accelerate just a little, excuse me, don't mind me. There he goes. It's over here. A shortcut here for no reason. Yeah, that is the last thing we needed. Yeah, everything else is done. It's just a straight line. Kind of crazy, which is literally just that we missed. Well, that is it. Look at that. Excuse me. It's 10 points to do this thing, isn't it? It is. Nice. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put a save here just in case we didn't get everything, so I can go back and do that. Yep. That's my Saber. Alright, moment of truth. Seeing through that one servant's tricks is a great accomplishment. Now, if we could only see that knave, period. That is the rub. To tip the scales in our favor, we'll need to do something about that, Praetor. Alright, we got everything. Nice. Nice. Okay. And that's gonna be it for now. Alright, everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for Fate Extra. Ciao.